Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here's the man they call the little Mozart, Thomas Rosicky.
Yeah, he's not going to give you box-to-box running for 90 minutes, Peter, but he's the kind of player who only needs one moment to play someone in or break the lines himself.
You just have to hear some of the things his long-time boss has said about him over the last decade or so. A special talent, technically top class, remarkable touch, top-class vision. Oh, that's music to his ears, I'm sure.
Well, high praise indeed from Le Professeur.
That's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Sorlot showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great vision. James gets into a good position. Bellingham!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Guti. Guti is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Can he get on the end of this? And it's been played through. Chance for a shot! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
He's having a shot! Koundé deals with that comfortably. Guti. Doué. Doué going face-to-face with his great rival. Guti cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That is good alertness. And it's Guti. Now there's a fine ball. Rosicky.
There will be
Saliba.
1 minute added time.
It's been slipped through. He's shifted shapes to shoot! It's anyone's ball now. Chance, surely! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's half-time here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Please report to the staff room immediately. Substitution on the field. Number 8, Sirleaf. Number 14, Here's your A
Here we go again.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think they
number
have to be
20,
positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Rijkaard. Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Subimendi. James. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Guti. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Barcelona can breathe again. Just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's lost his man here. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! Subimendi does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. This might spell danger. Great, and the shot! Dispatched clinically. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Gets into some space. Flings, goes for a shot! There it is! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
And now he has two.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
There's the shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
That should get the job done. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Darwin. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Courtois with the clearance.
I thought it was going to happen then.
There will
How
be
many
5
more
minutes
chances
added
can they
time.
realistically expect now?
And claimed it back swiftly. Van Dijk. Rijkaard. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Mbappe! That's very neat. Guti. Guti! Gorgeous from Guti! He's got himself an absolute peach. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. And it's Guti. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Raul. Guti is always looking to break lines. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Looking for the run. Raul has it in a wide position. Takes aim and crosses. Koundé can get it clear. Doué. Here's Guti. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Thinks about the shot. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Denied by an instinctive save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Here's a sharp little ball here, and this is Raul, and he's found a way past, and he's onside. He's had a shot! There's a goal! Barcelona are back in business. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, what a... Oh, it rattles the bar! Can he stop it going out? Costa Curta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's De Bruyne. That looks a cracking ball. And he's lost his... And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Please be made aware that smoking
So
is
we reached the
only
halfway
permitted
point.
in designated
Oh, what a
areas
half.
within
It's
these
been
grounds.
pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually
Substitution for
headed for
Barcelona.
a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Coming on the field.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Substitution in
Well, I
progress.
think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Madrid come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Guti cuts a frustrated figure right now. He's been caught on it here! So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Rijkaard. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Cucurella. And Scholes. And it's Rijkaard. Scholes stood... Real chance! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Mbappe with a real chance here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Shot could be on, and the shot!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Guti receives it in a good position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Now it's Solot. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a key intercept. Oh no, what has happened here? Bellingham has a shot! It's a loose ball.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14, Eucharist. Number 19, De Bruyne.
Intercepts the throw. That's not
Coming on
red.
the field. Number 7,
Ball's gone astray.
Mbappe.
Mendes
Number
picks it up out
27,
wide.
Serginho. Substitution.
Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Drives it in. Hits it first time!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chance, surely! Decent enough try.
Guti has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Added time.
Koundé wins the duel this time. Oh, what has happened here? Chance! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Surely now! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Cucurella. Cannavaro, and Koundé, Bale, Doué, Guti is always looking to break lines, and he's got the beating of his man. That is a crunching tackle. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. No, that's been intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van de Ven. Could move up a gear here. And this is Ronaldo. Now there's a... Shoots! There it is! The breakthrough strike! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 24 minutes is number 8.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Always onto this. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Guti. Madrid are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Van Dijk. It's a promising position. Crosses it in here. Bullish header! Terrific save by Abbiati. Well, there's the clearance. Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Saliba. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's been slipped through. And he was alert to it. He won't be happy with that one. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Serginho. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't...
Solot! Brilliant from Solot! A finish right from the top draw. Half-time imminent. What a time to score. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different...
And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Guti. Guti cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Rijkaard, great ball, great chance! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have...
Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Abiati herring after the ball here. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Abiati did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Guti. Probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. It's Bale! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Guti. And it's Doué. Oh, that's well spotted. Ricky Puig plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Driving forward. Shot could be on. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Yeah, that's such a good position too. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Cucurella crosses. Oh, what has happened? There's the shot! It's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength too. He was very, very good heading a football.
He might be in here! Oh, easy pickings there. And that's a good ball. Now it's Sorloth.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Out for a throw. And it's Belletti. Raul. Here's Guti. And he's away. And the shot! It's in! A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's made its way to him. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's gone for goal!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Raul going full steam ahead down the left flank. Doué, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now it's Bale.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bebeto. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Sorloth. Can he finish? That's really well cleared.
1 minute added time.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well,
And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Madrid happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And Bebeto! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Roll! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard with the slide tackle there. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And this is Bale. This looks promising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Bale! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Surlot! And that's another good win of the ball. Referee's given a throw. Good take, and is he in? Raul.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball. Oh, what a mistake! And he's on his way! Big chance!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mbappe is having a shot! In he goes again!
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing, and there's no compromise.
Now it's Bale. Now it's Bebeto. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cucurella. And it's Messi. It's a searching pass.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's got away. Very nicely done.
Time.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Mbappe.
That's going in strongly.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Brilliantly cut out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, some tackle that.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And the counter is on. He has found the way through. Doué. Surlot. Good running, strong. He's tried one! Oh, it's come off the upright. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Oh, easy pickings there. Batistuta. Can he get it through? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It scores! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's hoisted clear. And it's Messi. Mbappe, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Messi. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get on the end of this? Now, this could be a chance. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Nicely weighted ball. Great work on the overlap. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rijkaard. Doué. Madrid are looking to break at pace. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. And maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it
goes for the shot! And the ball is out of play. Oh no, this does not look good. Cannavaro. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Guti. Now it's Surlot. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Batistuta. Spread neatly. Oh, super find. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's Solot. Van Bouten. Batistuta. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, it's a great... And he shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Guti. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength.
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's found the way through.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 8, Marquinhos. Number 3, Daniel Van Buiten. Number 4, Cannavaro. Number 11, Batistuta.
It's hit the crossbar.
Messi. Coming on the field, number 21.
Argentina has the chance to go the other way.
Number 5,
He's being urged to shoot. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Number 18, Atabrisan. Number 17.
Caught offside that time. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Guti. He's in a great position here. He's got away. Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Guti played right into his path. Cucurella. Now the ball goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Threads one in. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And time is up. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Pings in a he gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's having a shot! Neither side yet able to find the net. Van Dijk cuts it out. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Thinks about the shot. Sorloth unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shot at goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Probing pass. Now it's Mbappe. And he's in on goal. Real chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's picked his way through. It's a loose ball. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rummenigge! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's half-time here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are already promptly back underway. Doué. Guti. Bastoni was in no mood for any of that. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Belletti. Can he get it through? Tonali. Doué. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kimmich. Oh, good spread. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's well spotted. Kimmich. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. For Olise. That has ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro. Guti. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Mbappe! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. Now Trossard. And it's Kimmich. Trossard providing an outlet on that flank. And he shoots! He scored! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 20.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological
And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Distributed tidily.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a quick ball upfield. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Mbappe is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has been slung wide. And it's Cucurella. Doué in acres of space out wide. Now it's Guti. Guti is flagged offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Number 19, Trossard. Number 5, Hakimi.
Frimpong.
Number 13, Tonali. Coming on the field.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Number 10, Yudes.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it.
Number 16, Rodri. 4 added minutes has been indicated.
Pulisic. Can he get on the end of this? That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yildiz. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Two added minutes has been indicated.